Aloha viewers, today I have a brand new beer review video film for you. I haven't done one in a while, but after a few Busch Lights it seemed like a good use of my time. Now you may not want to accept it, but if you live in the Midwest right now, somewhere someone related to you is currently ingesting Busch Light. You're like, but it's 9 in the morning on a weekday. Most people are at work. Yeah, I know. There's a cooler somewhere in the back of a dented pickup sitting next to a tool bag, and it's full of ice and Busch Light. Someone's stepdad, uncle, first cousin is about 3 deep right now using a power tool. 3 is kind of where you start to get, your focus, get into a rhythm with that nail gun. You're pretty fucking good with that thing. Show the boys some trick shots with it. Now for this video, I'm getting in touch with my culture. By that I mean cheap beer, despair, and the vomit that follows. I was born in Missouri and grew up in rural Missouri and Arkansas, and I can assure you, Busch Light is the beer of choice. I'm not trying to brag, but I had a grandpa, a stepdad, an uncle, who all was their favorite beer. And sure, standard idiot is going to tell you, no, it's Bud Light, America's beer. Everyone I know drinks Bud Light, bro. And of course, then I would grab you by the shoulders, look you square in the eye, and say, no, you dumb piece of shit, it's Busch Light. Bud Light is for cosmopolitan people who watch football on their Vizio 65-inch TVs in the suburbs, hang out at Buffalo Wild Wings. Those are the Bud Light drinkers. Busch Light's for the working class. It's the favorite on the job, walking around the woods with a firearm, deciding to go ahead and take the boat on the lake because that storm looks like it's going the other way. I work at a boat factory and will have a rare form of cancer by the time I'm 55. Standard drinking beer. And you will know this by the empty cans you find in those places. It'll be like a clue. So let's get to the review. Stop talking, right? We're here to review beers, not talk, right? Too much yapping. Now, Busch Light, according to the product page, is the coldest and smoothest light lager there is. I have no reason to dispute that. So you can stop fucking looking elsewhere, everybody, all right? There are 4 varieties of Busch. I did not know this. Obviously, the most important, which would be Busch Light, right? And there's Busch, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone drink that. I don't actually believe it exists. Probably a tax write-off for InBev. All the money they spent marketing it, no one drinks it. Then there's Busch Ice, which is the official beverage of court dates. And then there's Busch NA, which would be the mandatory post-court date beverage. And right down at the bottom, there's a handy little, you can put in your zip code to find Busch Light near you on the website, down to the nearest truck bed you can steal it out of, I assume. For this review, though, I have to make sure I'm wearing the proper clothing. I'm dressed appropriately. It's probably mud on my jeans. I don't know. And yeah, good eye. It's an Ozark Trail jacket. This actually belonged to one of my stepdads. Can you guess what his favorite beer was? Okay, on to the packaging. Now, I don't know if it comes in a 6-pack. Again, never seen it. Most standard assholes will have the choice of the 12er, the suitcase, or the rack. Suitcase is a 24 and a rack is a 30. Sometimes you can find it in a camo box, I guess, so it blends in easily when you're out in the woods with it in a 12 gauge. I don't know. I believe there's an alternate camo pack in camo. It's camo on the front, but orange edges, for the sake of safety when you're out hunting with the 12 pack. Maybe you're like me and you missed out on it, so if you would like one, this fine outfit on eBay sells the empty boxes for only $9. What a fucking steal. Sounds like something you buy whenever you've had a few Busch Lights, more than a few. How about the pour? Now, this is where I have to admit I don't know much. You pour usually from the can into the mouth. Honestly, it seems like what I'm doing here is a little unnatural. I don't know if anybody's ever poured a glass of Busch Light. I never have. I think it's frowned upon to pour in a glass, and you might get your ass beat if someone sees you do it. And have I ever seen it on tap? Can you get it in a keg, or is it just the cans only? Honestly, I've only ever seen it in a can, and I have no idea what it actually looks like outside of it. Sorry, I don't know how it's supposed to be done. It's kind of like the beer doesn't want to be poured into a receptacle other than your face hole. Well, okay, all right, well, it was yellow. Okay, turns out it was yellow. On to the smell. Now, I'm getting a smell similar to when you drain a can of corn in the sink after it's been microwaved. Not a good idea to microwave a metal can, but you did it anyway because you'd been drinking. However, though, most people might be more familiar with the secondhand smell of Busch Light on somebody's breath. Your uncles loudly complain about the halftime show. Yep, that's Busch Light you smell. You know, it's also mixed with some Parliaments and the smell of onions because he hasn't yet taken a shower. You know, just stop fucking hassling, man. He just got off work, okay? You got your pre-work Busch Lights, you got your work Busch Lights, and you got your post-work Busch Lights. The taste. This one is tricky. Does cirrhosis of the liver have a taste? Are we talking the taste of the vapors? Like still being drunk the next day, you know, like you feel the vapors emanating from your throat. I guess that would fall under the mouthfeel, huh? The taste, how about a dry heave into the toilet at 9 a.m. when the light hurts? You've had like 2 hours of sleep because the pain won't allow you to. You know what I'm talking about. You've been there. We're talking about that elusive first taste, though. Okay, let's try to get into the beer taster zone here. If you could taste unloading a truck of hay while it's raining, that's what it would taste like. Wet straw, wet hay. I know straw and hay are two different things, okay? Straw's for like laying down on grass, seed, and like put your little pumpkin on, and hay is like what horses eat. I know the difference. I've unloaded a truck before. All right, I worked at a feed store for a couple of years. How about alfalfa hay? That's like heavier than regular hay. I've unloaded that before. Huh? My rural street cred here. You sound like some city slicker talking about shit you don't know about. Believe me, man, I've lived it, okay? I've lived all this. Most of this is first-hand experience. It also tastes like HBO at 2 a.m. while you're shirtless alone in an efficiency motel and the room is spinning. Okay, that one was a little made up. I've never been in an efficiency hotel, but I have been shirtless at 2 a.m. with the room spinning. All right, that about does it. I hope we learned a lot here. Don't ask me for these anymore. You know, just like you learned your lesson the last time you drank 12 Busch Lights on a Sunday night. You never did that again, did you? Say hi to the patrons. They actually paid for me to drink this Busch Light and take a trip down memory lane here. So, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for watching.